Alright, this lighting's better. Say hi to Sofia.
Hi!
Today we're going to the pyramids. We're going to go see the Sphinx. It is going to be one big episode of Ancient Aliens. I am terrified at the notion of going inside the pyramid because I'm afraid of tight spaces.
Sorry. We're going inside?
Yes, you didn't know that?
I thought you were... No, this is not for the video. We're going inside?
We're going...
I'm kind of claustrophobic.
Yeah, so me too. But that makes it a better video, right?
No.
So we ended there.
Okay. I really didn't know we were going inside.
No mummies for her.
No.
That's a wrap. We're in an Uber, we're going to breakfast. The place is called Zuba. It's highly rated online. The women in the lobby of the hotel recommended it as well. I think we have to get Sofia drunk because she didn't realize we were going inside of the pyramid and she's also claustrophobic. I'll let you know if I survive. The pyramids, I think, have been around for about 5,000 years. If you ask Ancient Aliens, it's been about 14,000 years. But they've been around for thousands of years and nobody's actually died inside, I don't think.
You don't know that?
No, I don't. Sophia just said you don't know that. All right, here we go. That kid is running after us. It appears that the road was blocked and these folks were directing us how to get around toward the ticket office for the pyramids. All right, so we're not far. The ticket office is right here. It was a little bit of a chore getting here, and as you can see, there's traditional Egyptian food right behind us. All right, we're gonna go to the ticket office, probably go through some security, and try and go see those triangular things in front of us. All right, we got our tickets. This is to get into the complex, and then the next ticket we buy is inside. It cost us 200 Egyptian pounds to get into the complex. That's about $13, or exactly this much after I've done the translation. All right, at this point we are walking past a bunch of people trying to sell us stuff.
Did you?
It's a little aggressive. I think you just have to basically pretend like you don't speak English or that you're not interested in any of the King Tut masks or small pyramids that they're offering you. They're also going to offer you horse rides up the hill. And I think a journey to, hello, how are you? And then they're probably going to offer you a view from a panoramic area, which I don't know where it is. However, we're going to head in the general direction of the pyramids, which are back here. You can't miss them. All right, let's do this. Now we're going around the front. We just took some pictures off to the side. Now we're going around the front to see if we can get inside the pyramid, find out where they're selling the tickets. I wonder if there's a restroom inside. No? All right, we just bought the tickets. It's 400 pounds to get into the pyramid. It's closing in about an hour. I think it closes at 4 o'clock today, so we're rushing over there. I think they said no cameras inside. I think I'm going to ask for forgiveness rather than permission. So that's the next stop. Great Pyramid inside. Wish me luck. I'm claustrophobic. Okay, I'm at the halfway point. We're waiting for a gentleman to come down these stairs. It is standable here, but you saw down the other way, it's not. My heart is beating a mile a minute, but I'm going to conquer my fears. This area is quite easy. It's very tall. It's not too wide, but I could definitely turn around if I had to. I've got Raul behind me. Sofia chickened out. She decided not to do it. We just got out of the Queen's Chamber and there was a gentleman inside who did a meditation with us in the very center of the pyramid. Really cool. I didn't get to film it, but it was cool. This is how short it is. It's about 60 steps down, and by steps I mean sliding down, but I can say I did it. You just can't see the sweat dripping off of my brow. All right, can't really see me, I've got a shadow on me, but we did it, I'm alive. The first part is the only really tight part, and then it opens up a bit, as you saw, but I'm so glad I did it. One thing I can't stress to you enough, we are here on a winter day, and it is so hot in there in the inside, the sweat is just dripping down your face. I don't think you can see it on me, but it was definitely worth the effort. There was a guy up in the center who did a meditation with us in the very center of the pyramid, and he chanted and it vibrated off the walls. He's obviously supposed to be there to guard it, but he's making a buck, as anybody is these days, but definitely worth doing. If you have any questions, just leave me a comment. I'll respond. I am terrified of closed spaces, enclosed spaces or closed spaces, but I was able to do it. My heart was racing a mile a minute, but I did it. This is what it looks like here. We are in peace. There's nobody here. It's just us with the Sphinx, and then we turn around. And this is the disaster behind us. So We've just made it to the Sphinx. It obviously took them a great deal of strength to build it. Do you know what they used?
Tell me.
Sphinxter muscles. Back to the hotel, all showered, can't you tell? That was a long day. It was great having Sofia along. We started the day in the longest taxi ride in the history of the world. Actually, we had Uber. Cairo has Uber. Good point to know. Ubers are so cheap. I think they say the taxis are cheaper, and but definitely no, Uber can pick you up at the airport. It won't cost you $25. An Uber to where we stayed right on the Nile is about $6. Anyway, so we took an Uber from the hotel here, the St. Regis, to a place called Zuba for basically breakfast, lunch. You saw the food. It was amazing. Really, really cute little spot. Good food. The people were nice. Everything we had there was really good, and the price was relatively inexpensive, just like Felfella yesterday. I actually preferred Zuba to Felfella, but that's just my taste. I think Raul preferred the opposite. And from there we took the Uber directly to the pyramids and spent the majority of the day there. I had been to the pyramids before. I took my mom there in 2013, only very briefly. We had somebody drive us right up to the Great Pyramid. I think we stood outside of it so that she could see it. We went to go see the Sphinx. She stood there and took some pictures, and then we left and went to lunch, to shop, and then back to the airport. This was the first time I really got to go around, walk around, and get a feel for the area. There are so many people trying to sell you things. They're going to try and sell you horseback rides, camel rides, carriage rides. They're going to sell you tchotchkes that you can't. The prices are, they're so inexpensive, but you can get a wooden cat, you can get a pharaoh's mask, anything you want, they have it there, and they want to sell it to you. It is so overwhelming, the amount of people that try and sell things to you. I totally understand it though. During this pandemic time, there haven't been the tourists, so my heart does bleed for them, but I do not have room in my suitcase for all of those souvenirs and whatnot. And I don't want to go up on top of a camel. I've done that. I did it in Jordan. So what we did do is, it's 200 Egyptian pounds to get onto the complex itself. You can walk around, you can see the Sphinx, you can see the pyramids, you can go all over. You cannot go inside the pyramid for that much. The price jumps up to 600 pounds total if you want to go inside the pyramid. The smaller pyramid, I think it was an additional 100 pounds, but for the large pyramid, it was 400 pounds. Of course, we did the large pyramid. And I am so glad I did it. I'm actually more claustrophobic than it looked like this morning. I was freaking out once I got inside because I looked at some videos online. I never saw any video that actually shows how tight it is, but you hear horror stories, and I thought for sure I was going to lose it inside. Anyway, everything inside the pyramid has been either looted or removed and placed in museums, so there's nothing to see inside. However, they're really selling you for 400 pounds, which is this many dollars, I think around $24. What they're trying to sell you is the experience of being in the pyramid. Once you get past those 60 or so steps and you get up into the larger area, I think it's the Grand Gallery, and then get into the King's Tomb, it's much more open. If I can do it, you can do it. There is room to turn around there if you don't like it. I can't imagine what it would be like with lots of tourists. It was very empty, but there is room to turn around if you decide you have second thoughts. I focused on the ground and just made my way through the tight area, and I was fine. There's a guard up at the top. He was really, really nice. He put us in the center of the pyramid and hummed to us and chanted to make us hear the vibrations of the room. Everybody's been amazing. From there, we went to see the Sphinx. We took some pictures at the Sphinx, and then we headed out to the Marriott Mina House Hotel, which has got that amazing view where we had some drinks and some hot mezza. It was amazing. What a way to spend the afternoon. If I weren't here myself, I would be jealous. Anyway, that said, We were going to see the pyramid show tonight, the light show. It was way too cold out and we didn't have the proper attire, so we decided to skip that and maybe come back to that the last night that we're in Egypt. So Raul and Sofia and I came back to the hotel. Sofia left us and we went to grab some dinner in our hotel, which was fantastic. Tomorrow we head out bright and early. Against my better judgment, we are flying Egypt Air. I have had the worst experience on any airline I have ever had on Egypt Air, but I'm willing to give it a go again tomorrow. I'll let you guys see how it looks. This time we are flying a completely different aircraft, but we're flying to Luxor and onward from there to Aswan. Stay tuned for that. Stay tuned for Aswan. Plans are to go to Abu Simbel and show you this amazing hotel there where Agatha Christie wrote Death on the Nile. So if you want to see that, ring the bell. Don't forget to subscribe, leave me a comment. I love the comments, and have a good night.